Hi everybody, it's Diane back again with more journal type cards. The prior video where I made journal cards, I had come across this old scrapbook paper I have that has typewriter ribbon. I think they're made up, but supposed to look like cases of typewriter ribbon. And it's so old and it's sitting there, so I cut them out. And these are on the back. I have other typing related scrapbook papers I pulled, kind of office looking. Yeah, we're playing office, I guess, today. And I got some numbers and old statements and stuff like that. So then I pulled those ATC and index card size printer papers I had cut a while ago, a couple bookmarks. I made up a couple calling cards for, or not calling cards, catalog cards, due date cards. Diane, go take a nap. They're calling cards for books. Anyway, totally made up. Forgive me if those numbers are way off the Dewey Decimal System. I didn't want to look it up. Yes, I have an old typewriter. It is electronic. It's from the 90s. Anyway, I did one because I couldn't turn the camera on before. So I'm just making little typing office related type collages. And if you are new to art in general or this collage stuff, don't do what Diane did and make backgrounds how I typed on this stuff. And yeah, I hope I didn't type out any naughty words accidentally. I just... If anybody heard me, they probably think I was a real whiz at typing. I'm not a whiz. I get by, but I'm not a whiz. Anyway, because to me, at any rate, now you have to sort of incorporate this background stuff. Like, to me, that looks stupid. Where I want to place this now is going to matter with what's already down. So if you don't want to challenge yourself or make life difficult, don't do that. However, I didn't think I wanted to type after the fact. Once the stuff has, been glued and is thicker, I didn't think it's going to go through my carriage or whatever you call it. The roller thing. I did take basic, typing 1 in high school. I did do that. Actually, I didn't do too well on that. And do you see why? My pinkies are really short. Everybody's hands are different. So when you have to keep your fingers at home, I could not reach. I couldn't reach with my pinkies without moving the rest of my hand. Forgive me. Oh, the trials and tribulations one must endure, right? Wow, this is an exciting video. Diane, how did you do in typing in high school? They don't even offer that anymore, do they? That's sort of depressing. Okay, that's something. Yes, this is a little crooked. I don't know why there's a few. Yeah, this is off. It was slipping in my roller thing. That's okay. We'll cover that up with something. Well, I have borders here. I have, like I said, those old invoices and stuff. Alright, what about, that color is pretty good. And I'm just making these to use up that paper. I'll probably put it in my stash of stuff. Oh, this is an old pay stub, paycheck. Holiday not worked. Adjustment for vacation. Alright, let's cover up the crooked line there. Trim that. I probably won't do all these on camera because it takes too long and stuff like that. That's good, and I probably will not glue on camera. That takes too long too. Which I noticed on these, the two, that's not the right thing. It's the @ sign, isn't it? I think so. So I don't know why they did that. Is 8, I'm looking at my computer keyboard. Yeah, 8 is right. The 2 company has a copyright on that, I suppose. I don't know. That's kind of cool. It needs something. I suppose I could paint on these. I wasn't planning on that, but let me look at the flowers real quick. No, Diane, you're off camera. You're boring us. I know. Well, all right, this one needs something. It needs a flower or something. We'll work on that. Okay, let's do a bigger one. Let's see, where is that bigger typewriter paper I had? Well, we have really vintage, and then we have like retro. Well, let's do retro because I think that goes more with that than vintage. Yeah, this is cut. Yeah, I won't fussy cut that now. So we can put it on the edge. Living on the edge. Diane's so edgy. Not really. She's the opposite of edgy. Or we could put something over it. Maybe that would be better. Okay, she's looking at borders that you can't see. No. I think it's a fairly good idea, but I didn't like that one. Whoops. Almost dropped that. Boring. Maybe red because of that. Come on, red. So too big or wide. No. No. It's not bad. Okay, do we want to dull this down a little bit? I think because of that. Oh, I was using, that's the glue paper, Diane, not the inky paper. Well, it is now. Get a new glue paper. Okay. Oh, this one. All right. Now what? I have no idea. All right, what about a phone? I might get in there tighter. That's not bad. All right, what else did you pull here? I don't have a lot of stuff. Typewriter keys. Isn't this cool? That's what this is. Letters, envelopes. Well, what about a part 1 on the right side? A part of 1? Is that correct? A portion, I probably should have said. Does that cut off too much of the typing below? I think that's okay. Let's stamp something up in this area. See, I should have probably left my typewriter up. It's in my basement in storage. I never use it. So I could, run down there and type more letters. But I kind of, to be honest, I sort of put it away on purpose so I wouldn't be able to do that. Because I don't want to be running up and down stairs just to make journal cards. Okay. Kind of crooked, but I guess that's okay. Well, that's a little Dullsville. Actually, it's a lot Dullsville. What does that mean? I'll get in here. Maybe you could use something so that's not just so abrupt. And I suppose if I wanted to, I could cut it. I mean, I'm not trying to make an iCAD or something. It just happens to be the paper I had. I'm not bound to it. All right, is this too kitschy? Like somebody has plants in their office. My philodendron. Does anybody know what that is? I remember this. It's weird. Like as a pretty small child, I remembered there was some movie where somebody had a philodendron plant that was literally, 50 feet long, strung up around, rigged up around a room somehow. And years later, it's in desk set with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. It's in her office. Really, Diane? Yeah, really. So apparently I had seen that on TV or something as a child, and then as an adult, I came across it again. It was kind of weird. I kind of like that. We need another one over here. Well, I think they're all a little too wide. Well, yeah, that one. Well, I have a feeling this isn't going to work, but I could be wrong. Let's try it. My feeling is that it's going to be too much and or won't fit. If I use it, I'll trim it better than this. No, what do you think? It's okay. It throws this off. What could we put in there? This is the name of that paper, so I saved that. All right. Okay. All right, let's do a bookmark. How long are we goofing around playing Office? I can't read. 16 minutes? Yowza. All right, that's nice. This was the bottom of that this paper. All right, let's take that. That's kind of neat. I think it's neat. I think we need something more definite. Well, what about a big green phone? This paper is kind of old too at this point. Well, okay, I don't like it because if you if you include the cord, it's off center. If you center it, would that look alright? Yeah, I guess it would be okay. This is better. No. Well, yeah. That's kind of no. Yeah, what would you put with this? See, I'm kind of in a trap because these two things are really similar. Maybe we should put this on something else. Here, let's have two going. Yeah, I think that would be better. Okay. Well, if I take one of these, I'm going to be right back to something, it's the same size. Okay, forget that. No. No. Well, aren't you glad you tuned in? Yeah, I'm kind of stuck now. She's stuck. I could put phone numbers. Yeah, I've got a phone book right here. Just a minute. That's what I use to punch, punch a binding for a journal. Let's see. Okay. Well, it's not stupid. That's okay. All right. Now what? Maybe one of those little phones? There's phones on here too. Well, what about a blue one? Oh, here, this one right on the top. That's handy. This paper's old too. Did I already say that? No. All right. That's okay. Could use some washi or something, I think. This one. I don't know. I think we stumped the band finally. I don't know what to put with that. I suppose flowers are safe. Let's think. We're gonna think while we do other ones. Okay, Basic Typing by J.L. Burke. Whoever he or she is. I totally made that up. Okay, that's kind of cute. Yeah, actually, that's cute just that, like that. That's it. That's all I'm going to do on this one. And I hope you don't believe that. It's kind of cute. And yeah, you know how thrilling it was to cut out all of these circles? I don't like cutting out circles anyway. I think it's hard. I don't care how experienced you are, how great you are. I think it's hard. Although I will say, they went fine. It just, for me, I have to just go real slow. So us type A's don't like slow. That's probably why I don't like cutting it out. Circles out. Something on the bottom. I think we need something with a color on the bottom. But not that. It's another paste stub thing. That probably would work if I can't find anything else. Too bright. So I have my numbers here, unless there's a longer number that's a color. Something. Maybe we could work with that. Let's see. It's okay. Okay. Then it's going to pause and finish these off. Hopefully. That's not bad. That's better. That might do something. We have a dog whining too. I think we have a problem. Okay. You go play Office 2, and when we come back, we'll compare notes. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Everything is finished. Let's start with the due date card. Those are fine. As you could tell, this is 2 days later, I think it is. So I don't remember what I left you guys with. There's blue, well, it's like a blue-green light ink on that one. I did rubber stamping on a lot of these. There's that one. These are like the index card size papers. And that's kind of different. That's the only one I did not dull down the card. That's kind of cool. I like that. The stars are rubber stamps. So here's the phone one. Yeah, that's not really a typing one. It's a phone one. And this one turned out fine in the end. Actually, I like it. It's scrapbook paper washi, scrapbook paper flowers. That's an old pay stub thing in the back there. And then the ATCs, that's the one I did by myself. And that's kind of pretty. That's different. That's different. That looks so Art Deco to me, so I went that route. I like that. I think that's kind of cool. And just for the record, as a little art tip, since it was so deco-ish, I did use a ruler to do the border. If you hand drew it, it would be a little wavy. I don't think that would go with the style. And then I did 4 extra ATCs because I had 4 more of these label things. So that one's kind of cool. This is all one background paper. It's scrapbook paper, and it had a large postmark on it. So I went that route, and it just so happened I have a triangular postmark myself, rubber stamp. The stars are rubber stamps, but I filled in the centers with a white gel pen. I like that one quite a bit. And I also went, oh, I have a rubber stamp that's got like typewriter keys on it. I totally forgot. I also have an old shorthand book I've been ripping up. Totally forgot. So I'm glad I sort of had these left to use. And then, yeah, these last 2 are a little different. So, you know, you could see how you can run the gamut here of real vintage and kind of a mix. Okay. Well, good. I used those labels up. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a nice day out there.